Hello everybody, Stormer here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XI Online. In the last episode, we got to work on some of the Wings of the Goddess missions, which saw us head to Sandoria and get a little cutscene where we learned about Troop Mayakov, a troop of dancers. It was really popular apparently at this time in history. And so we wanted to get a ticket to the show, and so we did some time travel shenanigans to get our hands on a ticket. And with some help from a Sandorian knight friend, Ragalis, I think is his name, we were able to get into the show, and we have met Lillicet. And also, Kate Sith is kicking around in the area, and apparently also Lillicet is trying to track down and catch Kate Sith. We bumped into an attempt that she was making, but that didn't go well. And so we had a bit of a conversation with her, and it turns out that she is also from our time period, the present, also went back in time through the malls, and is also trying to keep the timeline moving the way it should. And while we were discussing this, a squadron of Sandorian knights, backed up by the combat dancers from Troop Mayakov, have left Sandoria heading to Vaule, the town that eventually becomes Devoy. And Lillicet is concerned because the orcish attack that is hitting the town is happening too early. So things are getting off the rails, and we're trying to figure out why and stop it. So I have made my way over to Vaule, or the entrance to Vaule anyway, which is in Jugner Forest, because that's where Devoy is, down here. Now, I did this off screen because it is long and convoluted. Because you see on this map all these dark lines, those are walls that are blocking off sections of the map. So you can't just proceed through here in a straight line. So what I had to do was enter Jugner Forest from East Ronfar, there, that entrance. Then you have to make your way along the river and around these mountains and head into Vana'diel Inlet from that exit. Then you have to make your way through Vana'diel Inlet into the southern entrance from Vana'diel Inlet back into Jugner Forest there, and then make your way all the way around this part of the mountain down here to get around that wall to get over here. But unfortunately, once you're over here, there's a survival guide, so once you make the trip, you only have to do it once. So, I also entered the Cavernous Maw, right there, that little blue square. So that also unlocks that Cavernous Maw in the present, so that we can use that to move back and forth. It took about 30-40 minutes to do all of that, so that's why I took care of it on my own. Alright, so here we are. Let's head into Vaule, and we should get a cutscene. Just wait for it to load. There we go. Portia. Lillicet, is that you? What are you doing here? Lillicet, have you neglected your lessons to come here? Return at once. Your behavior is unacceptable. But Master Mayakov, I was worried for your well-being. This place is dangerous. They say the orcs have already occupied a substantial portion of the area. I have a feeling that something awful is going to happen here. Don't you feel the same, Tuna? Listen, we have all come here precisely because it is fraught with danger. We are bound to defend our home at any cost. No, that's not what I meant at all. Here, listen to this adventure. She knows what will come to pass. You brought along a friend with you, I see. And may I ask how it is precisely that she is somehow already privy to events that have yet to unfold? Well, it's simply, really, though perhaps a bit difficult to believe, she has come from the future. Little Lisette. Little Lisette, dear, you must realize that now isn't the time to be joking. Why are you laughing? Stop it right now. I'm serious. What are you doing here? The enemy is nearly upon us, you know. This is no place for you to be. You? Never mind. We know all the help we can get for now. All of you come. You two as well. Yes, sir. Knights of the Matter Falcon, how fare you? Ah, Sir Regalis, what has kept you? You have missed all the excitement. We have only just finished doing our latest flogging to these accursed orcs. It does me well to hear that, though I must say by looks of things, you seem to have taken your fair share of lashings as well. Never mind that. Still, your arrival will do much to set the men at ease. Leave the rest up to us. We shall see to it from here. You and your men see to the defense of the local populace, first and foremost. Lilicet? Is that you? Lilicet of Troop Mayakov? For some reason, the orcs have gone to great lengths in assaulting this location. I can't for the life of me figure out why. It is nothing more than a sleepy little town, and the monastery is the only substantial structure. Must deliver a crippling blow to their ranks and force them to move elsewhere. Otherwise, I fear they will simply continue their relentless siege until nothing is left. My lord! Yes? What news from the mark? It is as we feared, sir. So the latest attack was a diversion after all. Away from the houses now. How can this be? The flames, they're everywhere. Curse it all. How could the fires have erupted everywhere so suddenly? My lord will not be able to extinguish them all in time. Composure, knight. It is nothing more than the scare tactics of mere pigmen. Abandon the homes, concentrate all hands on evacuation of the people. Look, there. So now they show their true selves, the Dark Kindred. The rumors are true. The evil from the north has rallied the orcs in Kudav to its call. And there's Kate Sith. It's that meddling furball. I knew it. Do not give yourselves to despair. Demon or no, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Let them strike no fear into your hearts. Let us show them how the kingdom welcomes its guests. The enemy comes. Order the iron-winged butterflies. See the women and children to safety. All of the units will hold the enemy here. This is where we fight. I regret to inform you, Sir Regulus, that Acting Commander Vana'diel of the Iron-Winged Butterfly is nowhere to be found. If it pleases my lord, I shall lead in his stead. Very well. I place him in your charge. Wait a moment. Your face is not familiar to me. State your name and rank, knight. Vana'diel of the Knights of the Madder Falcon, sir. We haven't the manpower to repel the enemy. To the west of here, the entrance to an underground cavern. I shall guide the troop and the townspeople. Leave matters to us. Go now, all of you. Sir Regulus, you needn't worry, Portia. Sure you don't think I would allow myself to die surrounded by men. Even at times such as this, you tease me so. Tuna, Lilithette, Portia, go now, and may the goddess watch over you. And you, my lord, come back with your shields. Not on it, I'm guessing. Ah. Nice shot. Sir Regulus, are you alright? Had you expected to find me any other way? By our hand, the Dark Kindred have pulled back. That is most excellent news. Last, we have a revenge for the Battle of Lathain. What happened to the others? The dancer girl and her company. They are escorting the townspeople to safer ground. Yes, I granted temporary command of the dancer unit to Sir Vana'diel of your Madder Falcons. They departed shortly thereafter. Vana'diel? My lord, there is no knight by that name in the Knights of the Madder Falcon. Perhaps you're mistaken? By the goddess. Apparently been duped. Alright, well there's that cutscene. Okay, so we are in Vaule now. Can I mount? No, I don't think I need to mount. Okay, we need to head to F9. F9 is... Let's see. F... 9. Okay, best routes. Alright, I think the safest route is to stay in the corridors. We are going to sneak and invisible. Make your way on foot, because we're not going to be able to mount here, no. Now, in this case, because it's a stealth mission, essentially, we're gonna stick with it. Now, the orcs should not be too much trouble. Though, now that I think about it, I should probably have my trusts up. Alright, let me see if I can find a better spot to stop and pull my trusts up. Alright, yeah, the enemies are just so dense in here. Alright, here's a little bend in the corner. It should keep me out of sight. At the very least, we need to get tank and a healer. So Vaule, Kupipi. Let's get King of Hearts. Olmia. And Chantota 2, the normal crew. Just in case I run into something that is true sight. And don't realize it. Because a true sight enemy would be able to see straight through my invisible. And there are some in here, from what I understand. Alright, we're getting near where we need to be. Everybody still with me? Good. They can tend to get stuck sometimes. Alright, so what are we looking for? Looking for a reinforced gateway in F9. We're in F9. I don't think it's here. There it is. Am I invisible so I can interact with it? Alright, so when are you going to show your true colors here? I certainly don't like the feel of this place. It's a bit creepy. Sir Haldrell, what exactly do you intend to take these townspeople? Sir Haldrell, a gentleman replies when addressed by a lady. Portia, let's return. Demons! Was the journey to your liking? Allow me to offer my apologies. I realize it may be neither the most appropriate escort nor location for such ladies of your refinement. This will not be over quickly. On your mark. Lilith said of the great troop Myakov stands before you. Feel honor and privilege as your enemy this day. Portia? Sir Regalis. Got some nice moves. I sensed something foul was afoot at the moment I laid eyes on you. Far too well spoken and mannered to pass for one of the rugged Matter Falcons. Most perceptive. Huh? Here I am. Unfortunately, I haven't the time nor the patience to contend with your futile interruptions. You took a bad hit. Sir Regalis. Are you alright? Aquila, you are late. Sorry about that. Got lost on the way, I did. Who are you fiends? What are you? Pardon my impudence. I have gone entirely forgotten to introduce myself. Spite Warden of Lady Lilith. What? And Commander of the Knights of the Rustwing Hawk, Haldrell, at your most humble service. Me too, leader of the Crypt Scale Protectorate, Aquila. It's so nice to meet you, and I truly mean that. By the command of Lady Lilith, we came to pay you dear ladies a small visit. It seems you have quite persistent guardians watching over you, or more so than anticipated. Aquila, I leave these knaves to you. Tear them limb from limb. Limb from limb. Again? I don't always get stuck with the dirty work. It really doesn't suit me, I think. Silence. Would you prefer I place my own blade once again in that slack jaw of yours? Fine, but you really aren't good at dealing with people, you know that? Huh? Sorry, but I have to do this. I promise I'll try to make it as painless for you as possible. Galarhig, come. Alright, so now we check it again, and we go into the battlefield. Purple, the new black. And we're gonna see the summon in again of the Shadow Dragon. Apparently. Alright then. Get the trusts back out. Alright. This, hopefully, shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, we need to Hasso. Meditate. Aggressor. War cry. And engage. Weapon skill. There we go. Finally get some haste from King of Hearts. Alright, and it's down. Piece of cake. It's not fair. What did you do to my Galarhig? I killed it. This always seems to be a way of things when he loses. Such a child. Alright, come now to you on your feet. You don't want me to have to tell Lady Lilith now, do you? Until we meet again, then. Hold there. A halt. Accept your defeat. Behold. For emptiness itself is not to be sustained. The whole creation abides right at this point, with good and evil, both the sacred and the profane. And all realities. What are you going on about? Walk of Echoes. Behold. For emptiness itself is not to be sustained. The whole of creation abides right at this point, with good and evil, both the sacred and the profane. Zandoria destroyed, Bastok destroyed, Windurst destroyed. Juno destroyed. And all realities. And everybody dead. What was that? And we're all out. Lilithette. Wait. Please wait. Don't go. I'm here. Right here, please. Lilithette. Mr. Mayakov, she's awake. Lilithette is awake. Portia, I think they got us. You're alright. You don't be worrying about me now, child. I'll be just fine. It looks like... Okay. Looks like she's going to be alright. I had to figure out what THE apostrophe TH was supposed to be. Okay. You gave me quite the shock there. Just fainting like that all of a sudden. I thought you had all taken ill by the work of some magic. With the help of Sir Ragalis, we were able to carry you here to safety. Sir Ragalis? Where is he? Is he alright? He's... no, it can't be. Not again. Calm yourself, child. He is still breathing. He collapsed here, there, right after carrying you here. Imagine he must be quite tuckered out. All the while he was carrying you, he was joking and in good spirits, as always. Looks like he's still having some effects from getting hit by that blast. Father, can you hear me? Father? Father, please wake up. Father, don't leave me. Listen, I wonder if you haven't gone and banged your head somewhere. What are you going on about now? Oh, looks like Ragalis is her dad. And she is the daughter of a Elvon and a Hume. The once flourishing roots of the great star tree were all but withered away. I saw. The great star tree? What are we talking about? Are you feeling alright, Lilithette? You know, did you see? You see it as well? Oh, don't go puzzling yourself over anything you may have seen. Those dark kindred stock in trade of deceiving their enemy. Man, I'm feeling that. It's alright, Elise. Oh, hurried much? He's passed out again. Oh, I do hope he's alright. Whatever could be wrong? Let's get him back to the city quickly. The royal doctors there will be able to do something for him. No, we mustn't move him. Look at his wound. He will only eat away at his body as he becomes weaker. If we attempt the journey to the city now, his condition will only worsen. How could you possibly know so much about this? It doesn't sound like this is your first time seeing such a wound. Very well then, let us take him back to the monastery. Many of the holy men there are knowledgeable in the ways of medicine. A good idea. Are you able, Lillicet? Come then. I'm guessing Portia's mom. You know, I wonder if you haven't already noticed by now. I realize there's no use in trying to hide it from you. I'm an adventurer, just as you are. I've come here from the Vana'diel of many years past. That man, Ragalis of the House of Balamat and leader of the Knights of the Iron Crest Hawk, he is my father. 10 years or so from now, that wound, or curse, or whatever it is, will cause my father to fall irreparably ill and eventually claim his life. When I heard about the cavernous maws in these bygone days of Vana'diel, I had but a single thought. My mother once told me that my father had suffered his wound serving at the Battle of Juno. I thought if only I could somehow prevent him from going into that battle, if only I could, I thought the wound could be avoided. It made such perfect sense to me. I already know what has happened in this world. I already know what will happen after this. I have learned all these events as history in the future. And yet, there was nothing I could do. He has still been struck by the same blow. But things are changing. History is changing, Tuna. Like the events we witnessed back in Vaule. My father's diary contained no such entries or recollections, not even in passing. But still, that mysterious feline. She too is attempting to change the course of history. If only she were to have her... Only if she were to have her way, things would sway in favor of the Beastman Confederate. Just you watch. I'm going to make that cat wish she never crossed my path. And I will save my father. And what are your plans from here, Tuna? Do you intend to keep the promise you made? Yes. Are you... Oh, is that the wrong answer? But wait. Oh, I was like, are you even listening to me after everything I just told you? Isn't that exactly what the stupid cat told you to do? Wait. Oh, wait just a second. That's so crazy it just might work. If we pretend to be doing what she has told us, that's it. By making it appear as though we are doing her bidding, she will surely make it a point to contact us again. Nice thinking, Tuna. You may be a bit more clever than I gave you credit for. I just might keep you around. Not a bad team, you and I. So, we do exactly as she tells us, and then we go to a place she is likely to show herself and maybe make a little noise. And as soon as she shows her little face, we've got her. So she wants to stop the flow of tears, does she? Well, I don't suspect a single one will be shed over her, so no harm done. When the Harbinger cometh, the champions of the dawn shall descend. Well, there's more than one of them. Noe, this is certainly no time to be idly singing prophecies. No time at all. How is it those two have come to be here? And what say you, Kathir? Are we to think that they simply passed through Atomos, right on through? Ah. Gone and forgotten to close the door behind you, have we? Left it open? Noe, dear simple Noe, always and ever lacking in tact and thoroughness. Never thorough nor tactful. Oh well. So sorry to have bothered. Most important is that we stay the course at hand, our hands-on course. Our work here will not be compromised. No compromises. And we mustn't forget that we are all for one. Our cooperation is required to see our plan to fruition, for the plan to bear fruit. Unsure I am. All this talk of champions, was it? Sounds a bit off to me. Not too right. Aeon and Da, that's enough out of you two. Nothing but complaints from the both of you. All I ever hear. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 8 of them. Enough! Silence, 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 quiet! If you please, try as attempting to say something. Speak up. Have we not overlooked a terribly important issue? Quite forgotten? Aeon and Octs brushes with danger are quite the cause for concern. Quite the cause. Now, of all times, we cannot afford to be careless. You have no idea. I nearly had my tail ripped off at the base. Traumatic to say the least. Terribly traumatic. Then there is indeed someone attempting to impede our work, to slow us down? Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall there was a brazen young lass, accused me of being nothing more than a common cat, she did. Chased me about for quite a spell before I was finally able to lose her. Lost her, I did. A common cat, you say? Such impudence. In what capacity could one possibly mistake our regal stock for that of a mundane feline? A common cat. That is most perplexing, most intriguing. Intrigues and perplexes. Look at you all idling away, idle thoughts. Surely she is up to something. Some plans of her own. Indeed, indeed. Then I shall see to keeping an eye on her and her underling. A careful cat's eye. I leave our endeavors elsewhere up to the rest of you. Then see to it. Take care of it. Work to be done. That's all for now. For now, that is all. All right. So that's all done. Okay. So the next thing we need to do is to head back to our Windurst storyline quests. But I think we will save that for next episode and work on those. Just a second. I want to make sure that case. Yes. Yeah, we'll save those for next episode. All right, so we'll stop here. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.